Hello YouTube, it's King Dex here, coming to you with my first video on YouTube. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about spiritual soul and some of the topics that he talks about. Um, this is going to be uncut. I will be learning how to edit my videos and stuff further along as I go with this YouTube shit or whatever. But I just want to say, first I want to give a shout out to Spiritual Soul. I watch his videos on both Soul Illuminati and Spiritual Soul. I think he's really funny and very inspirational. But at the same time, he says that he holds all the answers, right? And I'm not going to refute all of his points because a lot of the stuff that he says is really, really good information, right? But like, for instance, he said, I remember in one of the videos, he's like, where this is just a glob of meat and we're supposed to be, we're being controlled by our higher conscience. First of all, you have to understand what first of all, what you're supposed to be meditating for. First of all, that's first and foremost. You need to know that meditation is supposed to be something you do one after prayer to get closer with the Creator, the Most High, that is in heaven. And I've also seen that he also disregards a lot of the stuff about the Bible, but little does he know we're talked about explicitly, like us as black people, me and him, we're talked about explicitly in the Bible, and I've never seen him talk about this in any of his videos, right? And then he says that we should just follow our own path, but really, in reality, there's a strict path that's laid out for us as a group of people, and it also goes pretty in depth to talk about how black people are in this state of confusion, poverty, all that. It's curses. Like, it's curses from the Most High because we fell away from His law, statutes, and commandments. Right now, I've also heard him say that you wanna. Sorry, it's a little hot in here. Let me take this off. But I've also heard him say that you want to die, but in reality, to escape this matrix, you need to live. That's the real truth. You need to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Old Testament to prolong your life, right? And I just think it's pretty interesting, and I wanted to clarify because I like a lot of his teachings, and I don't want to disregard anybody from watching him or anything. But I also want you to keep in mind that there's things that we are supposed to do, right? Like, we're supposed to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. We're not supposed to eat pork, right? We're not supposed to fornicate. We're not supposed to have sex outside of marriage. We're not supposed to do a lot of the things that is normalized in society, right? And this world is really backwards. Like, and I want to agree with some of his points too right now. Like, the Earth, I personally think the Earth is flat too, and then that is a big deception going on, right? That because that's the first misunderstanding. Like, once you come to the truth and you're like, okay, the Earth is flat. Where was it first described that the Earth was flat? Where was that first point coming? Sorry, what was that point coming from at first, right? And it was coming from Genesis, right? Okay. And then you think about some of the other things. Like, I've also heard him say, like, oh, you can't believe what the man has said, but the Old Testament is the book of it's a book of prophecy, right? It's a book of prophecy. Like, it talks about how a group of people would be brought into a foreign land, right? A foreign land on ships. I believe I'm not sure the exact verse, but it's Deuteronomy something. It says that my people will be brought into a foreign land on ships in chains and such. And it's pretty obvious. Well, I'm not going to say it's pretty obvious, but I have a pretty good idea who that group of people is talking to, because there's only one group of people that has been brought to a foreign land on ships, right? But I also think that's pretty interesting. All right, so that's all for this video. Please look forward to some more videos coming in the future. But also, I do want to reiterate my point and say that Spiritual Soul is a good inspirational YouTuber, and he's one of the only people that has taking his his large following, and trying to use something to better the community, to better the world. And I think that's really admirable, and I think that should not be overlooked by people. Thank you for watching.